The massive gates of Michael Jordan's Jupiter mansion swing open. This isn't just a gate opening. It is an invitation into another world. Revealed before us is a private paradise bathed in the brilliant Florida sunshine, spanning a staggering 26.0 square feet. Lining the driveway, towering palm trees stand like loyal sentinels, their long shadows dancing across the polished stone pavement, guiding us deeper into a realm where luxury meets legend. But behind these walls lies more than just a house. This isn't merely a pile of brick, stone, and glass. It is a sanctuary for the soul, built by the greatest basketball player of all time. This is the story of a man, and then turned that triumph into a multi-billion-dollar empire. What does life look like when you have soared higher than anyone else and stand at the very peak of the world? And how did Michael Jordan transform his suffocating dominance on the court into this extraordinary, transcendent lifestyle? Today, we step inside, from the quiet streets of Wilmington, North Carolina. We trace the path of the boy once deemed too small for the varsity team, to see how he forever changed the face of basketball and built his own private empire. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Before he became a god, he was just a kid with restless energy and an insatiable hunger for victory. But before he learned glory, fate taught him a brutal lesson: rejection. It was his sophomore year of high school. He stood just 5'11". To the average person, that's not short, but his coaches told him, "You're too short, you're not good enough, you're not ready." For most young athletes, that moment would have been the end of the dream, the beginning of surrender. The taste of rejection is bitter, it is despairing. But for Michael, this wasn't the end. It was the spark. That spark ignited a fire of anger and ambition deep within him. He began to train manically, harder than anyone else, as if declaring war on fate itself. Miraculously, his body responded, growing taller and stronger. By the next season, he wasn't just part of the team. He was the team. 40-point games became the norm. The number 23, stitched onto his jersey, began to reveal its magic. Whispers started to circulate through the streets of Wilmington. This boy, the one who was once cut, might be something special. Those whispers became a roar in 1982, on a stage far grander than a high school gym. North Carolina versus Georgetown. The final moments. The crowd on its feet. The clock ticking down mercilessly. 15 seconds left. Michael rose. The moment the ball left his fingertips, the wheels of history began to turn. It wasn't just a game-winning shot. It wasn't just a title. It was the rewriting of Jordan's belief in himself. As he would later say, "That shot gave me the confidence to be Michael Jordan." In that moment, the boy became a man, and mortals caught a glimpse of divinity. From there, his legend accelerated like a rocket. At UNC, he wasn't just a player, he was a phenomenon. The Naismith and Wooden Awards lined up beside his name. But the bigger stage, the NBA? In 1984, he made the leap. Yet, history is full of irony. Many forget that Michael Jordan was not the number one pick. He wasn't even number two. He fell to third, behind Hakeem Olajuwon and Sam Bowie. Looking back, it seems like an impossible blind spot, but the Chicago Bulls saw what others missed. On September 12, 1984, he signed his rookie contract. 7 years, $6 million. For the Bulls, it was a gamble. For Jordan, it was the opportunity of a lifetime. That gamble paid off immediately and exponentially. Before Jordan, the Bulls had sold out only 6 games in the entire previous season. Empty seats were the norm. But when that figure in the red and white jersey stepped onto the court, attendance doubled in a single season. Every arena he entered became his stage. Every game became a must-see spectacle. Fans didn't just watch, they began to believe. They believed that in this young man, they were witnessing a greatness never seen before. However, the road to greatness is never a smooth path paved with flowers. Injuries tested his body like ghosts. Painful defeats haunted his mind. For years, the Detroit Pistons' bad boys stood like an insurmountable mountain. With brutal fouls and suffocating defense, they knocked Jordan down time and again, refusing to let him rise. The world asked, Michael Jordan is individually invincible, but can he ever claim the crown? The question of the uncrowned king lingered until 1991. Driven by a near-obsessive will, Jordan finally pushed past every obstacle, leading the Bulls to their first NBA championship. That night, the city of Chicago erupted. A red dynasty was born. Air Jordan was no longer just a nickname, it was a prophecy fulfilled. 6 championships followed, 6 finals MVPs. This wasn't just sporting dominance, it was a cultural explosion. He turned sneakers into symbols of pop culture and transformed from an athlete into a global icon. Yet, in 1993, at the absolute height of his power, tragedy struck without warning. His father, James Jordan, was taken in a senseless act of violence. Jordan's world collapsed, seeking solace. And to fulfill his father's dream, he made a decision that shocked the world. He retired to play baseball. The world mourned. Had the greatest chapter ended too soon? But legends don't fade, they return. In 1995, Michael Jordan sent a fax containing just 2 words that shook the sports world to its core. "I'm back." The following season, the Chicago Bulls roared to a record-breaking 72-10 run and reclaimed the title. This comeback wasn't just about winning. It was about resilience, proving that even immense grief cannot dim the light of greatness. By the late Sotsaros, his contracts reached astronomical heights, 33, a sum unheard of at the time. When he retired again in 1998 with 6 rings, many thought the story was complete, but finished wasn't in Jordan's vocabulary. In 2001, he returned once more, this time with the Washington Wizards, older, perhaps slower, but the fire of competition still burned. He played 2 final seasons before closing the chapter on the hardwood for good. What remains is not just staggering statistics, but a journey. The rejection turned into fuel. The shot turned into destiny. The championships turned into legend, and the iron will that transformed a boy from Wilmington into the greatest of all time. And with that greatness came the fortune, the fame, and the luxury lifestyle that surrounds him today. This brings us back to the present, to those magnificent gates in Jupiter, Florida. Here, he has built the echoes of his journey into stone, glass, and luxury. After years of soaring in arenas packed with roaring fans, Michael Jordan chose to build a sanctuary where silence reigns and every detail whispers a story of triumph. Welcome to Jupiter, Florida, home to one of the most breathtaking estates ever created by an athlete. From the street, the mansion looks less like a house and more like a private, ultra-exclusive resort. As the gates glide open, the driveway flanked by swaying palms leads us inside. This isn't just a place to live, it's a statement. Built on land Jordan purchased in 2011 for $8 million and transformed with another $6 million in renovations. It stands today as a 26.0 square. Step into the sunlit foyer. The ceilings rise high above, and natural light pours through floor, blending Florida's tropical elegance with modern grandeur. Clean lines, open spaces, and warm tones of wood and stone create a texture of supreme sophistication. Here, every room is designed not just for living, but for storytelling. The living room greets you with an airy openness, anchored by a grand marble fireplace. French doors swing wide to reveal a lush backyard, where manicured lawns stretch toward the rolling greens of the golf course. Can you imagine Michael standing here, a quiet drink in hand, gazing at the horizon, far from the chance of MVP? Enjoying the peace? The kitchen is a chef's dream, sleek countertops, top-tier appliances, and a waterfall island where form meets function. It is a space meant for hosting late night or celebrations after a round of golf at the nearby Bears Club. Just beyond lies a charming breakfast room, bathed in morning light. The master suite is a world unto itself, tucked away on the first floor for privacy and indulgence. It features his and closets spacious enough to rival high-end boutiques. From here, a private terrace opens to the Florida air, a place where Jordan can retreat in solitude. Upstairs, guest rooms await, each with a unique design ensuring every visitor experiences the same comfort and luxury as the owner himself. A sweeping staircase curves gracefully between floors, its arc reminiscent of a perfect jump shot. Yet, the magic of this estate lies outdoors. Step outside, and you enter a playground built for relaxation. The loggia, shaded and breezy, is perfect for summer evenings. Balconies offer views of the golf course at sunrise and the stars at night. And then, the centerpiece, a massive pool glistening under the Florida sun, complete with Baja shelves, fountains, and a tiled spa. It feels more like a luxury hotel than a backyard. By the poolside, a pavilion with a fireplace and summer kitchen waits for barbecues or quiet dinners under the sky. There is even a custom-built gazebo overlooking the water. A spot where Jordan can savor a cigar, surrounded by peace. Every inch of this mansion tells a story of success. It isn't loud or ostentatious. It is confident, understated, and timeless, much like the man who owns it. For Michael, this is the physical embodiment of a career built on discipline, resilience, and the pursuit of excellence. But while Jupiter is his modern retreat, his roots in Chicago remain etched in stone in another mansion, one that stands as a monument to his dynasty. If the Florida estate is Michael Jordan's retreat in the sunshine, then his Chicago mansion is the shrine of his legacy. It is more than brick and mortar. It is the house that championships built. Back in 1991, as the Bulls dynasty began, Jordan purchased 7 acres in Highland Park, Illinois. The location wasn't random, close enough to the city, yet tucked away in quiet luxury. It offered peace after nights of chaos at the United Center. On that land, Jordan built 683 square feet of pure ambition. From the street, you cannot miss the gates, forged in black steel. They bear one number, 23. Larger than life, bold, unmissable. It is both a warning and an invitation. Only one man could call this place his own. The number that defined his career guards the entrance to his private world. Inside, the estate unfolds like a private resort. 9 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms, a movie theater, a cigar room, a wine cellar, and a card room where Jordan often entertained teammates. Every corner is infused with the competitive spirit of its owner. Of course, this is Michael Jordan, so a basketball court was inevitable. But this wasn't just any court. It was a full-sized NBA custom built. Imagine the echoes of bouncing balls, the squeak of sneakers, and the laughter of champions running drills not for the cameras, but for themselves. The estate also features a 15-car garage, a cathedral for his machines, Ferraris, Corvettes, Mercedes. Every engine had its place. When the Chicago winter set in, the luxury continued indoors with a massive gym, a spa, and even a golf practice area. Outside, the property stretches into manicured lawns, a tennis court, and a swimming pool shaped like the number 23. His mark is permanently etched into water and stone. Jordan reportedly poured $50 million into this dream estate. Yet, when he decided to part with it, even the listing carried his signature flair. In 2013, it hit the market for $29 million. By 2015, the price was reduced to $14.8 million. A curious number? Add the digits up. 1/4 trait equals 23. A subtle reminder that even in selling, the legend of 23 would never be forgotten. Despite its grandeur, the house sits unsold, waiting. Perhaps it is too unique, too tied to the man who built it. Or maybe, because this home isn't just property, and history is not easily transferred. As we leave Highland Park, the echoes of Chicago's glory years linger. But outside the gates of 23, Jordan's story of luxury continues in another direction. This time, not with houses, but with the machines that carried him through roads and highways. It's time to step inside Michael Jordan's garage. Jordan's love affair with cars began with an American classic. In the mid-1800s, as his career exploded, he slid behind the wheel of a sleek Chevrolet Corvette CF4. It wasn't just transportation. It was a symbol, long, low, and sharp, with a 5.7L V8 pushing 23 horsepower. It was pure American muscle, just like the young star himself. Imagine Jordan, fresh off a 40-point game, pulling out of Chicago Stadium in that red Corvette. It was a declaration. The kid from Wilmington had arrived, but not every ride was about flash. There was the Chevrolet Sten Blazer. This humble SUV told another side of the story. It was the car for early mornings and quiet drives. A workhorse, not a showpiece. Powered by a V6 that hummed rather than roared, it represented practicality, It showed that while he was a star, he was also a young man who valued reliability. Sometimes greatness doesn't need to shine, it just needs to get you where you need to go. Fast forward to today, and Jordan's garage holds a very different beast, the Pininfarina Battista. This isn't just a car, it is the future of speed. Italian-designed, fully electric, with nearly 900 horsepower under a sleek carbon fiber body. It sprints from 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. Why this car? Because it represents evolution, from the raw muscle of the Corvette to the cutting-edge silence of an electric hypercar. His cars mirror his life, always ahead of the curve, always redefining the game. But Jordan's lifestyle doesn't stop at the road, because when he's not behind the wheel, he's above the clouds in a private jet that carries the Jumpman himself across the world. If cars reveal Jordan's taste for speed on the ground, his private jet is the ultimate symbol that he was always meant to fly. Michael Jordan owns a Gulfstream G50, a masterpiece of aviation worth around $50 million. But this isn't a generic plane. Painted along the tail is the legendary Jumpman logo, and the registration number, NT20. A personal code, 20. 6 for his championships, and MJ for his name. Every detail whispers, this jet belongs to royalty. Inside, the luxury unfolds with soft leather seats, polished wood panels glowing under warm lights, and Rolls-Royce engines humming with quiet authority. For most, flying is travel. For Jordan, it is an extension of his dominion on the court. He defied gravity. Now, in the skies, he owns it. Can you picture it? The sun setting over Florida as his jet cuts across the horizon. The Jumpman gleaming against the clouds. Michael Jordan, once the boy too short for varsity, now commands the air itself. And yet, as impressive as the jet is, it is only one piece of a much larger empire. Because behind the lifestyle, behind the flights and the homes, lies a fortune built not only from basketball, but from contracts, endorsements, and smart investments that turned millions into billions, from the skies above to the empire below. Michael Jordan's fortune is as legendary as his jump shot. It began with a rookie contract in 1980, for 7 years, $6 million. It seemed massive then, but soon looked like a bargain. By 1996, his value was undeniable. He earned $30 million in a single season, followed by $1 million the next. Adjusted for inflation, that's over $55 million today. He wasn't just the best player, he was the highest paid athlete on earth. But the real wealth didn't come from the game. It came from the brand. Nike's Air Jordan sneakers became a movement. Be like Mike wasn't just a slogan, it was a global desire. Today, the Jordan brand generates over $1 billion annually for Nike, and Jordan's cut grows with every sale. The ultimate financial leap came with ownership. In 2000, Jordan bought majority control of the Charlotte Hornets for $175 million. In 2020, he sold his stake at a valuation of $3 billion. He walked away with roughly $1 billion in profit, a win no scoreboard could capture. Today, in 2025, Forbes estimates his fortune at $8 billion. He is the wealthiest athlete in the world. He turned sweat into gold. And that fortune, that lifestyle, allows him to live with private jets, custom estates, and hypercars. But what truly sets him apart isn't just how much he's earned. It's how he's used his fortune to create even more, which leads us naturally to another layer of his story. Not just wealth, but business. Michael Jordan didn't just play the game, he changed it even in the boardroom. The crown jewel is the Jordan brand, a cultural phenomenon that keeps him as the most profitable retired athlete in history. But his portfolio stretches far beyond sneakers. He invested in Major League Baseball with the Miami Marlins. He explored the culinary world with steakhouses. And then there is his passion, golf. He built his own private club, Grove XC, in Florida, nicknamed Slaughterhouse 23 for its difficulty. It is a haven where Jordan perfects his swing. He also adapts to the times. In 2020, he became an investor and advisor for DraftKings, positioning himself at the forefront of the sports betting boom. His vision allows him to see business opportunities before they vanish, just as he saw plays on the court. And yet, for all the billions, all the deals, and all the success, there is another side to Jordan's story. A side not defined by profit, but by giving, because the man who once built his empire on competition has also built a legacy of compassion. For a man whose name became synonymous with competition, Michael Jordan has shown that his legacy reaches far beyond scoreboards. For years, he hosted the Michael Jordan Celebrity Invitational, raising millions for charity. In 2006, he pledged $5 million to Hales Franciscan High School to help Chicago kids chase dreams. His commitment to the make. He served as Chief Wish Ambassador, and for his 60th birthday in 2020, donated $10 million, the largest individual gift in the organization's history. He funded 2 family clinics in Charlotte with $7 million, providing healthcare to the underserved. He donated millions to hurricane relief efforts. And in 2020, amidst social unrest, Jordan and his brand pledged $10 million over 10 years to fight for racial equality and social justice. "We need to ensure people of color receive fair and equal treatment," he declared. This is the overlooked Jordan, the man whose greatest assist was not on the court, but in the lives he has touched. And behind those grand gestures lies the most private chapter of all. The man at home with his family, far from the cameras, living a life that only those closest to him get to see. Away from the arenas and headlines, Michael Jordan lives a life of surprising quiet. In 2013, he married Yachts Private Jets in a lavish ceremony in Palm Beach. In 2014, they welcomed twin daughters, Victoria and Isabel. Fatherhood now offers him a softer role. And in 2019, the ultimate competitor became a grandfather. The image of Michael Jordan holding his grandson is striking. The god of basketball simply smiling as Grandpa Mike. His rhythm is slower now. Mornings are spent on the fairways of Grove City. Golf is his sanctuary, a way to compete without the weight of the world watching. His greatest luxury today is privacy. He doesn't chase cameras. He is content. A man who once flew higher than anyone now enjoys the simple act of staying grounded. Life is about family dinners, quiet evenings, and knowing his place in history is secure. As we step away from his private world, one final question lingers. What part of Michael Jordan's extraordinary life will remain in our memory the longest? The rings, the wealth, or the man behind it all? From the boy cut from his high school team to the billionaire with mansions and a legacy carved in stone, his journey is a testament to resilience, vision, and the pursuit of greatness. But what about you? Which part of his lifestyle struck you the most? The Florida paradise, the Chicago fortress, the garage of legends, or the quiet life with family? Share your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed stepping into the world of Michael Jordan, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more journeys into the lives of icons who live beyond the ordinary.